Hi guys, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to be going over the Lesson 10 4th grade worksheet. So I'll do the highlighted problems first. Let's take a look at number 1. So the problem says 150 divided by 5, so I'm going to write that on the side. Okay, now when you divide, you want to look at the first number only and see, does 5 go into 1? 5 cannot go into 1, so then you're going to look at the first and second digits. So you're looking at how many times 5 goes into 15. The box should be 3. 5 times 3 equals 15. So you write 3 at the top and subtract 15, which gives you 0. Then you want to bring down this 0. Now you ask yourself, how many times does 5 go into 0? 5 goes into 0 0 times. So then you write 0. So your final answer should be 30. Next, I'm going to look at number 2. It says 210 divided by 3. So we write 210 divided by 3. So again, we're going to look at the first number. Does 3 go into 2? It cannot go into 2. So you're going to look at both the first and second number and ask yourself, 3 goes into 21 how many times? The box should be 7. So you're going to write 7 and subtract 21. Then you get 0. Then you want to bring down this 0. And then you ask yourself, 3 goes into 0 how many times? The box should be 0. So you're going to write 70. And that is your final answer. Okay, we'll go on to page number 2. So now we're doing zeros in division. Directions say find the quotient and show your work. So it's 610 divided by 7. Okay, so again, we're going to look at the first number. 7 cannot go into 6, so we'll look at both the first and second number. You're going to ask yourself, 7 goes into 61 how many times? So you want to get closest to 61 as possible. The closest you can get is by multiplying by 8. So you're going to write 8 up here and subtract 56 because 7 times 8 is 56. Okay, next you're going to subtract 56 from 61 and you get 5. Your next step is to bring down the 0. Now you're going to ask yourself, 7 goes into 50 how many times? Again, you want to get closest to 50, so you're going to do 7 times 7. So you write 7 up here and subtract 49. Since your answer here is 49, you get 1. So your answer is 87 remainder 1. Okay, now we'll do the third page, which is practice and problem solving. Again, the directions say divide and check. So we'll do number 5 and 6. Number 5 is 405 divided by 5. We're going to look at the first number. Can 5 go into 4? It cannot. So we're going to look at both the first and second number. Ask yourself, how many times does 5 go into 40? 5 goes into 40 8 times. So you're going to write 8 up here and subtract 40. You get 0. Your next step is to bring down the 5. And then you ask yourself, 5 goes into 5 how many times? 5 times 1 equals 5. So you'll write 1 up here. So you get 81. Okay, our next problem is number 6, which is going to be 40 divided by 6. Oops, so we'll do that down here. 40 divided by 6. So we're only going to look at the first number. Can 6 go into 4? It cannot. So you're going to look at both numbers. 6 times what gives you closest to 40? 6 times 6 gives you closest because this gives you 36. So you're going to write 6 and subtract 36. When you do that, you get 4. So your answer should be 6 remainder 4. Okay, we'll move on to the final page, which is going to be division word problems. So the number 1 says, Patty brought 30 cookies to a party. Each of 7 children took the same number of cookies. How many cookies were left over? So again, we're going to try to find the remainder. So we'll do 30 divided by 7. You look at the first digit. Can 7 go into 3? It cannot. So you're going to look at both digits. 7 times what gives you closest to 30? 7 times, 4 gives you 28. So you'll write 4 and subtract 28. And you get remainder 2. So on your line, you're just going to write, you're going to write 2 cookies. And you need to make sure that you write cookies. Okay? Number 2 says the school store plans to sell pencils in packages of 5. If there are 83 pencils for sale, how many pencils cannot be sold in a package? So your key word is cannot. Again, you're going to look for the remainder. So we'll do 83 divided by 5. Oopsies. Let's see, 83 divided by 5. We're going to look at the first digit. How many times can 5 go into 8? 5 can go into 8 once. So we'll write 1 and subtract 5. And you get 3. You're going to bring down the 3 and ask yourself, 5 goes into 33 how many times? 5 times 6 gives you 30, so that's pretty close. So we'll write 6, and let me erase this. 33 minus 30 gives you 3, so you'll get remainder 3. So how many pencils cannot be sold in a package? That is going to be 3 pencils. Okay, I'll put up the answer key for you guys to check after you finish your work. Okay, good job, guys.